Hello.
Hi there.
How are you today?
I am good.
Awesome. 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 All right. Do you have anywhere specific you want to start this call?
Not in particular. I did just email you my personal inventory.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Do you want to go over that in the call or do you want me to look at it after?
We can look at it in the call.
Okay, let me grab that then. Oops. Okay. It looks like, okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so a quick few things. First off, congratulations on your numbers going down. Just beautiful. That is so exciting. I'm going to turn my second screen over so I can see it. Maybe I will. My son moved everything around yesterday. Okay. And I am on the right page. Okay. Perfect. And I love that you're still committed to paying yourself first and your tithing first, and that you reported that. Like that's a huge commitment to stick to. I know, like, it's really easy to especially lose that paying yourself first. Yeah. Maybe not so much, tithing's a one that some people are just, you've been taught that since you were little, but paying yourself first can get really challenging. So way to keep doing that.
Thanks.
So
yeah, I don't know why, but last year tithing just kind of slipped away. So I'm recommitting.
Good.
I'm recommitting.
Good for you. That is awesome. Like, and I'm sure because you're recommitting, like you've had so many cool things happening, and I know the Lord doesn't like hold back, but he's like, all right, now we get to keep reigning. Like we can reign some more. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your libs first, or do you want to go into the change in your identity first?
We can do libs. That's fine.
Okay. I just know that you put that on what you wanted to focus on. Okay. So you're mostly looking for direction on how to incorporate it into your schedule. Is that what you're bumping up against there, or?
So I've noticed just lack of focus over the last few days. Like I get sucked into Facebook, or that's mostly it right now. Like when my kids are home, I'm not, I don't know, like I get into Facebook, so I end up avoiding them, or I need to structure my day better with my calendar and to be able to stay committed to that. So that's what I'm looking at.
Do you have a morning routine?
Yes, I have a routine. Is it the one that I need right now? No.
Okay. Well, let's look at that. So why, like, if you have this routine and you know it's not working for you, are you just doing it so you check off that box?
Well, right now, my routine is to get up and go shower and like get the kids up, hurry and get them breakfast and get them out the door. That's the routine right now.
Okay.
And so that needs to change.
Okay.
There are days when I get up, like I did get up a little bit earlier today. Like I was so tired. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here, and 30 minutes goes by. It's like, okay, now I have to hurry up and get everybody out the door again.
Right. Okay. So let's think, what in your morning routine, let's think about one thing. That's it. one thing you can do to start your day off in flow. Have you watched the morning routine module?
I have, but I need to rewatch it.
Okay.
I tend to do a lot of watching or listening while I'm driving, and then I can't take notes.
Okay.
So the intention is to always go back and listen to it again and take notes, but that just doesn't always happen.
Right. So, okay. I think it's about 15 minutes long.
Yeah, it's not very long.
No, I mean, it might even be one of the 10-minuters. So if you can calendar that into your day, like, okay, I have 10 minutes before, or even in like the kindergarten pickup line, and have your notebook while you're waiting to pick up your daughter. Like that's a module you can totally do while you're waiting in line. But I'm going to put down, you're going to rewatch the morning module, the morning routine module, and take notes. And when do you want to have that done by?
The end of this week.
Okay, so Friday or by Sunday?
Friday.
Okay. Awesome. So Allison is going to mention like the one thing that she emphasizes or says is the most important is your morning meditation. If you're going to do nothing else, meditate. And if that's a 2-minute meditation, that's a 2-minute meditation. So when you rewatch that and take your notes, I want you to then commit to one thing that you're going to do in the morning. And I want you to message me what that is.
Okay. Is there like a bank of short meditations that Allison has on her website?
Did you, when you were in the challenge, did you sign up for the texting?
Yes, because I got text messages.
Okay, there should have been free meditations. She gave 3 of them there.
Okay.
If you can't find them, let me know, and I will get you access to them. I will get them to you.
How long are those? Do you know?
Do you know what? I'm terrible and haven't listened to those particular ones. I'm like, I've listened to others, but not those 3. So I don't know, but I can find out.
Okay.
In the meantime, like you can Google like 2-minute morning meditation or, 3 minutes, however long you want to.
Because I have some longer ones, but those tend to, if I'm already tired, then it would definitely put me back to sleep.
Yeah, we definitely want to start with where you're at. So we don't want to jump you into a 20-minute meditation when really, like right now, you're getting up out of bed, showering. I mean, you're just getting up and going straight to your day. You're not. So
yeah, that's what wakes me up right now. So like meditation is not the first thing I'm going to do in the morning. Not that I won't do it at all, but at least before I start engaging with the kids, for sure.
Okay, awesome.
So
yeah, and do it like, I don't know if it helps to sit, because meditation is hard for me first thing in the morning too, because I'm tired. But like sitting Indian style and cross-legged, that is just enough. Like it's not like uncomfortable where I'm in pain, but it's uncomfortable enough that I'm not going to fall asleep in that position. Where like other positions, I have found myself falling asleep. Like I would prefer to lay down and meditate. That's just how I get most relaxed, but I also fall asleep. And if we're starting with, you're getting up 5 minutes earlier, so you have that 5 minutes, that we get to baby step this, so we set you up for success instead of set you up to go really strong and then fizzle out because we started too quick.
Right.
And so watching the morning routine, getting the notes, and committing to one thing by Friday is what we what we want so that we can get you going in more of a flow in the morning so that you're connecting to that flow. Have you heard of habit stacking before?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. With your libs, that's kind of like what I would recommend into getting them into your day or setting an alarm.
Okay.
When I first started the program, Allison called these new existing decisions. And I would put Ned in my alarm, right? So you'll just put libs in your alarm. But my husband would make fun and he'd be like, who's the boyfriend calling? You know? And so your new boyfriend can be lib. And you have that alarm that goes off and reminds you throughout the day. And if you have to snooze it, you snooze it. And just remember, it's just 4 minutes driving to the kindergarten pickup line. That's a great, you have to do it anyway, right? So why not listen to your libs on the way there?
Yeah.
At the end of your morning meditation, putting them in on there. And then as you're going to bed, putting them in there. That's an easy way to get it 3 times in a day. And you can listen to them more than the 3 times, but that's a simple, or while brushing your teeth, or while, I don't know if you have a shower speaker, but you can do it in the shower with a shower speaker, or just something that you already do and then incorporating your libs into that.
Yeah. And then that would go for the daily affirmation too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I do my daily affirmation with my libs. So I listen to my libs and then I listen to my daily affirmation.
Okay.
So, and that's just easiest for me. Do you need any other ideas around that, or does that feel good?
No.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Are you ready to go into the changing your identity?
Yeah.
Okay. How was that experience for you?
It was good. What I found myself thinking of was more detailed as far as how I would approach money, what things I would do differently. What do you need, sweetie? Okay, can you wait to use the printer until I'm done, please? I will be done in 15 minutes. I'll be done in 15 minutes. Okay. Go watch your show. Go watch your show. I'll be done in 15 minutes. So yeah, I was thinking more about what would my day look, how would my day look differently? The things I would do differently with money and how I would feel about that. So I didn't write as much of that down.
Okay. I'm quickly reading over it. Oh, where did page 2 go? There we are. Oh, I love it. What do you do for entertainment as on who you want to be? The social dancing. I love that. What kind of dance pulls to your heart?
I've always enjoyed ballroom and swing and awesome. Stuff like that. So
that's so great. I love that. Awesome. Great. I was going to ask a question and then I got distracted by the social dancing. That I love dancing myself. Um, oh, do you feel like while doing this, do you feel like you were able to connect with who that higher level Andrea is?
Yeah, because there's been days that I've been able to do some more of this, and like I've been feeling myself shift in that direction.
Good.
Just know that I haven't arrived there yet.
Right.
Not that it's a destination, but just to feel like I can claim that.
Right.
So
yeah, because you'll get here. I mean, you'll be when you're socializing with singles and you're dancing and you're eating whole foods based on whatever the season is. And is that Arugula Deli?
Yeah, that's the name of one of the restaurants in Idaho Falls that
fun.
Like they change their menu based on the season and they cook with whole food. And
that's
so
cool.
It's like those types of restaurants.
Yeah.
So that's one I've actually been to. So
yeah, so you're going to be doing these things and then you get to do this inventory again. And I mean, heck, you might be doing this inventory in a month, like going, I can claim this, man. I am here. And now what does the next level Andrea look like? Because you're right. It's not a destination. We're meant to progress and to grow. And we get to keep up leveling. Yeah. I found just by doing the exercise myself, like I did it. And then about 2 days later, I was like, oh, I want to show up. Like ideas kept coming to me. So I got to like continue it and write, okay, this is what, this is also how I want to show up. And I just discovered this new store that I've never seen before. My sister introduced me to, like things like that I didn't even know existed that come into your awareness. So this is definitely an ongoing thing. I love that you want to start your day with intention and grounding and helping the kids do the same. So do you feel like right now mornings are pretty uppity up and
mornings right now, like I try to wake up my kids around 7. Sometimes it's like 7:20. Like my idea would be like be having breakfast by 7.
Okay.
So that we can have like, maybe a 10-minute devotional and family prayer before people go out the door to school. Right now it's in 15 minutes, they get up and get dressed, they snarf some breakfast and then leave for school.
Okay. What time do they leave for school?
We usually leave around 8. My elementary school kids, bell rings at 8:05 and like the school is in our backyard.
Okay.
So all they have to do is run out the door and go to school. So,
okay.
But like they really want to be out the door at 7:50 because that's when they're allowed to be on the playground to play. So by 7:50, they're wanting to leave. And my son is like, I have to leave or I'll be late. I'm like, no, you won't. So, and then my junior high kids, the oldest one is walking with a friend now. So they meet around 8. So he leaves around 8.
Okay.
To walk to school. And my other one, she would rather be driven. So
okay.
Somewhere within the next like 10 minutes, I'll usually drive her to school and then come back.
Okay. So what is the resistance to waking up?
Well, yesterday I was able to figure out like my daughter, my 7th grader, was like, can I just stay home? Do I have to go to school? I'm like, what's going on? You've never said this before. And she finally told me, she's like, I'm behind in math and I don't want to do the work to get caught up. And then I was looking online at the grade system they do.
Right.
And there was a math test yesterday. And she didn't want to go to school because of that.
That makes sense.
So I'm like, okay, now I know why she didn't want to go to school. And she hasn't wanted to do her homework and things like that. And she likes to stay up late and read. And anyway, so part of the resistance is, number one, they're physically tired. So I know that I need to like create an evening routine that gets them into bed sooner.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, part of that is putting the little kids to bed first, and then they can go to bed, and creating that routine. So they're not so tired in the evenings or in the mornings, I guess.
Right.
And then like the doctor that I see with his family, like they do what they call a power hour. They do a physical, mental, spiritual activity together. So he does his individually first, and then they do it together as a family. So like it builds unity.
Right.
And that's kind of what I'm going for.
Okay.
So that, like, you know, they do some kind of physical exercise. They'll read scriptures together, and, you know, like, and then they'll like do breakfast and finish getting ready for school and stuff like that. So,
okay.
So just something so that we're a little more grounded in like, how can we help each other today? What do you have coming up? And like, what do you need to get done? What do you need help with? Because right now there is none of that with my kids.
Right.
It's more like, you know, every time like, so what do you have for homework? You know, or, and it's like, all of that all the time. So.
Right. Okay. Can you start with like 5 minutes earlier for them? So instead of 7:20, 7:15?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've even tried at 7 to do it. So my little kids can get up most of the time by then.
Okay.
The bigger kids are pushing back. So
of course.
Their school their classes don't start till 8:45, I think. So.
Oh, really? That late?
Yeah, they it used to be 8:35. And then with COVID, like when they came back from the break from COVID, they used to have like 20 minutes, they called it flex.
Okay.
Where like kids who were behind in a class could go to that class and work on assignments and get help, or they could just like be outside and play, or it's kind of like a recess.
Right.
Since they don't have recess in junior
high.
Well, they took that out with COVID and they pushed back their start time.
Okay.
So, and I think it also has something to do with the bus schedule as well.
So. Makes sense. Okay.
But yeah, so.
Okay, so your elementary kids are who get up. I mean, who've got to be to school first.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I know.
So maybe like start with them, you know, and let it be okay that the older kids are sleeping because they have a later start time. And give the focus to the younger two in getting them ready and grounded and breakfast fed and everything too. And then waking up the older two and experimenting with that and see how that works. But just starting with 5 minutes with the older two, because they are the ones that are going to give the pushback. And give, you know, start with 5 minutes and then use that 5 minutes to do a 5-minute daily devotional. Like, let's start with where you're at, not with where you want to be.
Right.
And if that devotional is a quick 5-minute video you found on YouTube, or one scripture that's read, or, you know, just whatever that wants to look like for you, keep it simple, but keep it consistent. And, you know, plan on that, say 7:45, so that your other kids can leave, your younger kids can leave at 7:50 and go get the playtime that they desire at school. And then you can focus on the other two and seeing what they're, you know, like, okay, we stopped here. You guys still need breakfast because we had the devotional and got your younger siblings to school. So now you guys need to do A, B, and C before you get out the door, so even though like there might be a stop in their momentum, you're still getting that done. And then, it's with that wide of a time difference and when school starts, I think we're going to have to be flexible and experiment with things and see what works and see what doesn't work.
Yeah.
If you find taking that 5 minutes at 7:45 to do a quick devotional is too disruptive, then do it first thing, because your younger two are going to be more flexible. Like that's just, younger kids are more flexible and more willing to go with the flow. So if you wake up your older kids and do the daily devotional right as they wake up, and then let them, so they don't have the interrupt in the middle, experiment and play with it. See what works best for your family.
Okay.
Just writing this down. And I'm going to say, don't get done. No, let me say this the right way. Don't get good, get done. So if you're like, man, I didn't prepare, I have no idea what I want to even talk about, open your scriptures, read a verse. Have each kid read a verse. Like, just get done and start, because they're really, if your kids are like my kids, those older ones are going to be like, what are you doing? Like, hands up in the air, like my world, they're addicted to drama, right? Like my world just erupted because mom is making this small change. And then they'll adjust and it'll become part of what they do. Any other questions or things you want to touch on before our time is up? We didn't get to go through everything.
I guess like most modules are probably about an hour, right?
They're 30 to 45 minutes, except for module 4. That one is the long one.
That one's the long one. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just trying to figure out how to put that into my schedule, because I like to not be interrupted and to let the thing flow through the whole module. So I can get the full effect of it. Right. And then I can go back and listen later and stuff and have things around me, but I just have to play with my schedule to.
Yeah. And one thing, a shower speaker has been one of the best investments I've made. Just grabbing a portable one that can go in the shower. Because I can listen to modules in the shower or podcasts in the shower while I'm taking my time. Right. So that's a great way to get them in. I don't know, like I have a rebounding trampoline that I will jump on and listen to my modules. So kind of how I did them is I always listened to them first. And then the second time I listened to them is when I took notes. And so I would listen every day, but like the second time is when I would take notes. And then as I listened to them the other days, I was doing dishes, sweeping the floor, cleaning bathrooms, whatever that looked like. I was always doing something, but I had my notebook in case something hit me different than it did the day I took notes. And that's how I incorporated it into my day, is I only had to set down that one time where I studiously did it. So is that helpful? Like, does that give you any idea?
That helps. Yeah. And then that way, you know how long it is too. And so if I just set a day and a time sort of to to do the study part.
And I always found it easier too, because I'm like, oh, I know what's coming up. And I remember wanting to take notes. So I wasn't like, I don't know how to explain
you kind of remember.
Yeah. It was
you remember what's coming and the thought you had or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's what always worked best for me. Again, play with it. See, maybe it's best for you to take notes the first time, So just play with it, see what works for you best. But just listening to it while you're doing things. Again, don't get good, get done.
Right.
So if the note taking goes off and you don't get it done, that's okay. You've listened to the module. So does that help?
Sometimes I don't get around to posting in the Facebook group or something like that.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Okay. So I have that you're going to watch the morning routine. And then you're going to habit stack or set alarms for your libs. And then I have that you're going to start incorporating a 5-minute daily devotional. Does that feel doable, or did we get too much in there? How are you feeling about that?
No, that's good.
Okay. Awesome. Perfect.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention we still have that call on Friday.
Yes, with Justin, right? That's the one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was in your weekly email this week to everybody.
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned that. I will get an email sent out. Thank you.
Because I remember the email coming in just about that call, but I didn't see it in your email.
Okay, perfect. I will make sure everybody that's supposed to be on that call gets an email.
So.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you need?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thank you. Remind me your daughter's name.
Adeline.
Adeline, thanks for your patience and letting your mom talk to me.
Say you're welcome.
All right. Enjoy your day. And I'll touch base on Friday to see if you've listened to that module yet.
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, Andrea.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.